this is Britt Caswell with another example video. In today's video, I'm covering example 1 from section 1-4 in the SavvasRealize Algebra 1 textbook. Today's video is about how to rewrite a literal equation. Alright, so a literal equation is essentially just, it's an equation that has variables in it. Alright, in this case we have a formula, which is a type of literal equation, in which we often know what the values of the variables are. Formula and a literal equation are essentially the same thing. Alright, so here in the example it says that Janet wants to calculate the time that it takes to earn a certain amount of interest on a principal amount in an investment with simple interest. What equation can we use? Alright, now you probably, being in Algebra 1, have never seen this formula before. I just want to tell you I is the amount of interest. P stands for the principal amount. Oops. Oh my gosh. When we talk about a principal amount, we mean like the starting amount. R equals the interest rate. That needs to be a decimal. And T stands for time. Now in this case, it doesn't really matter if you know like that the rate has to be a decimal, T has to be time, stuff like that. All that you need to care about is that, we can look at this formula here. Now, if she's trying to figure out the amount of time, what we should probably do is get this letter T by itself. And when I say by itself, I mean to isolate it. We want to move it to being on its own side of the equal sign without anything there. So what I like to do is I like to draw my little river here. And remember, to move things across that equal sign, I need to use what are called inverse operations. So if I look at this letter T here, I see that it is currently being multiplied by P and R. Now the opposite of multiplication is division, so I'm going to show that with this division bar here. And so on the next line of text, on the next line of text, I'm going to have I over PR is equal to T, because here the P and the R cancel out, right? And so what we've done is we have solved for the letter T. Alright? And again, that's called isolating the variable. Alright? Now this one says, what can Janet use to calculate the principal amount? So if I start by writing out the equation, I want to try to get the P by itself. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and draw my little river. And when I look at P is being multiplied times R times T. So to undo that multiplication, I'm going to use the inverse operation, which is division. And I'm dividing by the things that are not P. So when I do that, I get I divided by R times T is equal to P. The hardest part about these literal equations, guys, is that when you show the inverse operation, a lot of times people want to get a single value out of there. But what ends up actually happening is those inverse operations kind of just like stack and glob onto each other. So understand that you'll never actually combine two of the letters together. You just show what mathematical operation's happening between them. But there you have it. Until next time.